Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Monday evening, February 13th, 2023. For those of you who have significant others, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so you still got some time to get out there and get something. Whoops. Let's see. We good. All right. We're all good here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to make you a successful currency trader and change the trajectory of your life by giving you the ability to work less and earn more. So with that, let us jump into it. Sorry, I'm a little bit off tonight. Staying up to watch that Super Bowl. You should move the Super Bowl to Saturday night. That way you can stay up and not have to worry about getting up the next day to work. All right, so with that, let's get going. We first need to listen to this guy. So let's do that.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
There are numerous great things about the program, one of which is that we act as an accountability partner for you. As once you've been trained, we allow you to trade with our money. We also do a number of live trades like this every day. There's one in the morning at 10 a.m., which tends to be a little scalp trade. There's another one in the evening at 10 p.m. We're typically looking for 10 plus pips. There are additional paid sessions, and there are continuous training every Wednesday evening and Saturday morning. It's by having that accountability and continuous training that you continue to get better. By watching other successful traders do their analysis, you get better. I work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. Every day, I restart my green chart to update the memory and also get, or to clear out the memory and also to get any updates that may have connected. The end of every day, it is good to review the trades you made that day, specifically the ones that didn't go as you had planned, and try to figure out why the move didn't happen as you thought. I've been doing this 4 years. I still occasionally do things that I shouldn't, and it's through that review that helps me figure out, helps me stay more focused on the right things to do. We are technical traders, which means we are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at figuring out that the direction of movements and telling us the direction that the move is going to be in. However, news does impact currency, and we want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. Best place to look for the news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 components. Yellow is low impact, orange is middle impact, and red is high impact. And tonight at 9 p.m., New Zealand has going to be talking about inflation expectations. Usually I like to be out of a trade 2 hours before the news. So any trade that we would take would put us within that 2-hour window. So we will not trade the New Zealand dollar tonight. And then pound at 2 a.m. Any trade that we do take, I expect to be closed before 2 a.m., especially that trade, the overnight trade that I sent out in the email. I should close before this, so we should be good on all counts. So with that, let's get into it. The trade that I am going to do, we've got about a dozen different signals, and we create a trade plan customized to your personality and preferences, risk preferences. The one I like is the 10-point signal. I trade it off of a 1-hour chart primarily. I'd like to be 30 minutes into the chart before taking the trade to give the indicators a chance to formulate. On a 1-hour chart, a trade is usually worth between 3 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be around 10, 11 pips. Off of a 1-hour chart, trade should close in 1 to 3 hours. And basically what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up in one direction or another. And I want the lines lined up from each of the 3 sections. And with that, that gives me the highest probability of getting in and getting out quickly, which is one of my objectives. So with that, let's get into it. I am trading off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of the standard charts. I am trading off of the 1-hour chart. This chart has 6 different currency pairs on it. They're all US based. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. Red and green line are the major indicators. Black and gray are the minor indicators. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the lines are below the red line, the oversold line, and pointing up, that is a good time to buy. Likewise, when they're above the blue line pointing down, that is a good time to sell. So right now we have got, we're oversold. The lines have entered the channel. The majors are into the channel about a quarter of the way. I don't mind that the minors have kind of run through the channel. So I've got 3 points here. Point number 1 is that we're oversold. Point number 2 is that all the lines are going up. Point number 3, the green line is crossed over the red, and the gray line is crossed over the black. So 3 points here. The green line is a little, the slope of the green line is a little steeper than 45 degrees. So I like that. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs. We've got 4 lines here. Each of the lines are measuring something basically at a different speed. The 2 orange lines, I want at least 3 of the lines to agree with what the buy signal I'm seeing here. The 2 orange lines are telling me buy. The thick blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is coming down, that means buy. So I got 3 of the 4 telling me buy. When I have 3 out of the 4, then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. And I want the pressure lines. Pressure lines are going up. Are they going up? Green line is definitely going up, and it looks like the red line is going up. So I got very weak up pressure here. So I've got a point here. So I have 7 points. 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. Actually, 4 points here. Now the dotted blue is going down too. Before it was horizontal. So when I get 3 points, when I get 7 points, next thing I want to do is I want to confirm the setup. And I confirm the setup by looking at a 2 and 4 hour chart. So we're on the AUD USD. So let's open up an AUD USD chart that shows me multiple time periods. What I am looking for on the, so here's the signal we were just looking at. What I am looking for on the 2 and the 4 hour chart. Excuse me. I want the 2 and the 4 hour majors to be oversold, like the majors are on the 1 hour chart. Here they're both overbought. They are going up. Can I get 10 pips off of an up? Yes, I can, but it's not part of my trade plan. The reason I like these to be oversold is when these are overbought, they're going to be coming down eventually. When they're oversold, they're going to be going up eventually. So I prefer that if I'm getting a buy signal here, if I'm oversold, if for some reason this signal weakens, I'll pick it up off of the 2 or the 4 hour chart. But I am not going to get that here because they're both overbought. So since they're both overbought, I am going to pass on this trade. Let's go back and see what else we have. Euro USD, it is more than halfway through the channel, so we're going to pass on it. Pound USD. This is kind of similar to the Australian USD. Very weak up signal. I'm assuming that this red line is going up versus being parallel. Everybody's going up. We're a little bit more than halfway on the majors here. The steepness on this is terrific. On the green line, that's almost 80 degrees, and the lines are clustered. So in addition to having the 3 points here, I got the extra bonus of the steepness of the green line and the cluster of all the lines. Only thing I don't like about this trade is pound USD. So right now it is approaching midnight in England, and it's after trading hours here in the US. So on a 1 hour chart, it's going to take a while for this to materialize. I want to trade when one of these are during the daytime, and we don't have that here. On the Australian dollar, it's approaching morning in Australia, so that's why I took a look at it. So we're going to pass on this one because of the time. Now, the trade that I send out during the evening, I'm taking that off of a day chart. So even though Euro USD, it's the end of the day, and both, it's the middle of the night in Europe and the end of the day at our market, off the day chart, I expect that move to happen, between midnight and 2. U.S. Canadian dollar, again, we're at the end of the day on both of these. It looks like there's a kink in the green line here, so we're going from more steep to less steep. So I'm not crazy about that. We do have 7 points here. Everybody's going up. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. We're just at the halfway mark. I've got the 3 of the 4 here. The 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down. I've got down pressure with green on top, and it looks like it's starting to go up. But time of day, I'm going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc, we don't have agreement. USD yen, oversold, and it's started to go up and it's now turned down. So we're going to pass on that. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got 6 more pairs that are non-US pairs. So again, we'll just keep searching for the signal. Just reaching overbought, starting the turn, but not a commitment down. Oversold going down. Euro, Canadian dollar, overbought going up. Australian, New Zealand dollar, we're in the middle of the channel, starting to go sideways. Plus, we're not going to take this because we've got that news event coming up in a couple hours. Pound yen. Pound yen oversold. Miners are going down a little bit. Majors going sideways. Miners going up, so nothing there. Euro, Australian dollar, overbought going up. So let's go to the next grouping. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold going down. Can I get 10 pips off of this? Yes, I can, but it's just not part of my trade plan. I want what's going to get me in and out the quickest. And here you can see 2 hours ago we had the buy signal, but you saw this little kink in the line. We went from more steep to less steep. That kink in the line going from more steep to less steep is a warning to me. So, had we taken the buy, you see what happened here. Overbought going up, nothing there. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought going up. This is interesting. The miners started running down, and now they're running back to catch up with the majors. New Zealand yen, we're going to stay away from that. New Zealand USD, we're going to stay away from New Zealand dollar. This is a nice signal here, even though this is a little bit past halfway. Had we not had that news, I might have taken a little bit more of a look at this because the line is so steep and clustered. 3 here, 3 here, 2 orange lines dotted blue, and we've got weak up pressure. The lines are going up here. So we have 7 points. Euro, Swiss franc. We don't have agreement between the majors and the minors. The majors seem to be starting to go up, but miners are still going down. So let's go to the next grouping. Australian dollar, Canadian. 3 points here, oversold. Everybody's going up, not quite halfway, so that's okay. Good steepness on the green line. So 3 points. 4 points on the TNTs, orange lines going up, blue lines going down. We don't have the pressure, though. red line here is clearly going down. So we don't have it. I want agreement across all three, because when all three agree, that gives me the highest probability of the move going in the direction that I want. So what I'm trying to see is have the indicators tell me that there's a move going in a certain direction, and then I want to jump on that move. Swiss franc yen. We got 3 points, but we're more than halfway, and I don't like the kink, so we're going to pass. Euro yen. We started to go into the channel, and it's turned. Pound Australian dollar, we're overbought, going up. The New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc was going up, seems to be starting to turn. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc oversold and going down. So nothing. So we've just gone through 24 charts with the 10-point trade analysis, and we didn't see anything. So let's try a different signal. This is a little scalp signal, the thick orange line trade. And on the thick orange line trade, basically what we're trying to do is this trade is good at the top on a 1 hour chart. You can use it off of a 30-minute chart, but it's only worth 3 pips. On a 1 hour chart, it's worth 5 pips. I want to take the trade when there's 5 minutes remaining in the hour. And basically, I'm looking at what the position of the thick orange line is. And when the thick orange line is a scaled number, and when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. It's at 10. That means it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. Likewise, when it's at 0, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So let's take a look and see what we have. So I'm looking at what this number is, and I want it to be 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 7 isn't close enough. 9 is within 1 of 10. So this is okay, but there's a second part to the test. I don't want to trade just on one piece of information. I want to confirm that there's no more up in the movement by looking at where the majors are. And I want the majors to be above the blue line. They can be pointing up, but I want them above the blue line. They are in the middle of the channel here, kind of going sideways. So I've got part 1, but I don't have part 2. And actually, while we've been talking, it's weakened up. And you could see that by how this line, this was a little steeper when we first started. And then it went more sideways, and this number went down. 8.9 isn't quite there. If it was at 9, I'd like the majors to be a little bit higher. Right now, the majors are just touching. The red line of the majors is just touching the blue line. I want it to be above where this gray line is, maybe another 1/8 of an inch. So nothing there. 10, yes, but look where my majors are. My majors are in the middle of the channel, and they're starting to weaken. So we're going to pass. 8 isn't close enough. 6.7 isn't close enough. And why does this keep doing this? Huh. And I want to all right, I'll figure that out later. 2 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 6 isn't close enough. 8 isn't close enough. No, no, no. So I'm just looking for 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. 8.5, no. 7.8, no. 7.5, no. 10, yes. Euro, Canadian dollar. And this red line is just about where it should be. It's a little bit above the blue. So euro, Canadian dollar, sell. All right, let's see what else we got. It's still, we're under the 5-minute mark. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and take a 5 pip sell on the euro, Canadian dollar. So you can do that in your simulator, or we can go to our MetaTrader 4. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to look for Euro Canadian dollar. And it's going to probably be down in this third guy, Euro Canadian dollar. I'm going to open up the tab. I like to put it to the same hour, and we're going to take a 5 pip sell. So then I'm going to go to New Order. Let's just double check what the spread is. So the spread is about a 0.5 pip, so that's okay on a 5 pip trade. New Order. This account has about $10,000 in it. It's a demo account. If I move the decimal place over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to take a lot size of 1. So I'm rounding this up to 10,000. Market execution is going to be a market sell by market. Once it records it, our pound yen just closed. Modify from the overnight trade. I'm going to right click, go to modify, left click. It brings up this menu. It will do the math for me. So this trade is worth 5 pips. So I put 5 pips equals 50 points. I click the little blue button. It does the math. We are going to use a 4-to-1 on this. So 4-to-1 is going to be 20 pips stop loss. So 20 pips is 200 points. Right click, and I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I got in at 1.4306. If I add 5 to the 06, it's going to go to 43.11. So I am going to put 43.118. 40. What happened here? 43. Did I hit the wrong thing? Was it sell? Hold on here now. I just want to make sure. Yeah, sell. So modify. So 50 and 200, and we get in at 43.06. So if I'm selling, it should be 0.18. 0.18, because I want to get the full 5 pips. So we put that in there. And all right. Let's see if we got anything else real quick. If we got another one. 8 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 8, no. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 4, no. 10, yes. But look where my majors are. My majors are, this is telling me there's more up in the movement. So to get that little bounce, I'm not going to get it off of this. Pound USD, 6 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 5 isn't close enough. All right, gang, we were able to find one trade tonight, a 5 pip scalp on the Euro Canadian dollar. We've got a take profit of 1.43018, 1.43018, with a stop loss of 1.43297, 1.43297. We will see if we've got any questions. No questions tonight. We will reconvene tomorrow morning at 6:30, and we will see you then. And I would expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours. All right, gang. Thanks so much. We will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.